Hey, Gary here with you. Day 7 of blogging with AI, and we're using GrooveBlog. I want to dive right back into the legal pages or policy pages and highlight in this video, to make it rather quick or simple, the cookie policy. This page informs user about your website's use of cookies and similar tracking technologies. It should explain the type of cookies used, their purpose, and how users can manage their preferences. Now, you should have a cookie policy page, which we have here. It created that for us. If you scroll down, terms of service, disclaimer, and I said please continue, here is our cookie policy page. Remember, ChatGPT, the AI, is telling us this is just an example to make sure that we get our legal advice from legal professionals. But the idea here is this is going to be our cookie policy, but we also need to have a pop-up to make sure we're in compliance, that we're notifying people about those cookies. So inside of GrooveBlog, we've looked at all the options. I've been through all the options as far as the settings. So of course you go here and you go under edit. And then once you go under edit, you go under the settings, domains, logo, favicons, tracking, and pixels. I believe we are going to have to use this and grab some code. But if you go back to the dashboard, or I could have went straight to Groove Pages. If you go under Groove Pages and Groove Funnels, and then we go under Manage Site for Universe Unriddled, where you're going to see here under your different pages, actually under the settings for your different pages, you would think it would be there, but it's actually under site settings, cookies alert. You have the ability to turn on and off the cookie alert, and I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. I did have it on and toggled already, so I hit the check mark there, and then I close that. And of course, you would need to publish that entire website. Then if you go to universeunriddled.com, you see there is no cookie policy here. But if you were to go to the privacy policy page, you're going to see down here at the bottom, this website uses cookies. This website uses cookies in order to offer you the most relevant information. Please accept cookies for optimal performance. And then you have the option to accept or not accept. And of course, that is the default, or the one they provide under Groove Pages here under site settings for cookies alert. I do believe here you can also add a link. So the cookie description here, you would put a link to your cookie policy, and then you could link that. Maybe you have to highlight that. Yeah, you could link that, and then you put your link here. And we'll just go ahead and go google.com so we can see it in full effect. And you would set that link. And then of course, again, then you would save that. Then you would close it. Then you would need to publish that again. We'll go ahead and publish. It'll publish all the pages. Or if you were on the page that you were looking to publish, you could publish the page by clicking here. Again, this is Groove Pages and Groove Funnels. But if you go back here, this is pages.universeunriddled.com. You remember all the domain and DNS settings that we started with this. Now, if you were to refresh this page, let's see, refresh that page, the cookie policy should set up. This website uses cookies, link to cookie policy. And then that would be the link to your policy page. Then they could accept it. And also, if they didn't accept, I would think it would be nice if there was a button here they could just not accept or close. But I'm not sure how much you can modify that. Again, this is just for the pages that you created. So again, this is pages.universeunriddled.com. So if you go back to the blog, you're going to notice that we don't have that. So what I'm going to be looking at is the free cookie policy generator from termly.io. As well as TermsFeed. They have these cookie policies here. And you can see here, we use cookies. I actually like this one from TermsFeed. So what I want to do here is customize it and see if we can create that real quick. And you can see here, customize your cookie consent. I would like a simple one, a headline, a standalone. We'll say we want a simple one. And we'll go ahead and say Universe Unriddled. And we'll say simple. It's in English. Yes. Include a link to my privacy policy. Here you would link out to your privacy policy. We'll scroll down and copy that link address and then go back. And then we'll put that in there. And then here you can copy the code. We'll go ahead and copy that to the clipboard. And then again, I want to turn this off because I want this to be consistent across the site. So inside of the site settings, you have site information, you have SEO, you have styling, you have tracking codes. I believe if you go back, it's going to tell us where to put this. I believe it's going to go in the body. Let's see, where does it go? It's Java code. Yeah, right there. Sorry. Please place the code right after the body tag. So to keep this consistent, I'll go ahead and I will apply that to Groove Pages first because we're here. And I'll go ahead and I will publish that across the entire website. And then once that publishes, again, this is termsfeed.com cookie consent. This is the one that I like, that I'm going to be using. I like this style here. And you can see I agree, I decline, change my preferences. So now we have applied that and we've saved that. So now, again, on the blog, we've applied it to pages.unriddled.com, but not the blog yet. I just want to show you the change here on pages.unriddled.com. You can see here we use cookies. This one is still showing up. I'm going to have to figure out why that one's still in the background. I thought I'd uncheck that. Let's go ahead and go back to settings, site settings, cookie alerts. Oh, I didn't turn it off. So we'll go ahead and we will turn it off, toggle the switch, hit the check mark, then close that, and then we'll publish this again real quick. And we'll go back. We'll go ahead. It looks like it published that one. And then we'll go back to, again, pages.unriddled.com. We will reload that and see it still hasn't refreshed that as far as that goes. Okay, now it's gone. You can see that one's gone. We have this one here. And again, we can play around with that to get the one we want as far as the different settings under that. But just having it is what's important. So we're probably going to move along with this because now we have I agree, I decline, as well as change my preferences. I didn't see where it added the link here somewhere. Maybe it change my preferences. Change my preferences here. You can see this is going to link to terms feed, so you'll need to do that. And if you wanted to remove that branding, of course, I think you would have to purchase that. But the point is here now you have I decline, I agree. But again, it is just on pages.unriddled because we need to now go back to GrooveBlog here. And under GrooveBlog, we're going to add that same code. So what we covered, just to summarize that, is Groove Pages and Groove Funnels has a built-in cookie policy template or a button or a switch that you can toggle that gives you some cookie policy pop-up preferences that you can set for that pop-up policy. But GrooveBlog does not have that. So to maintain the look and feel across the blog and the pages, we're going to go ahead and paste that terms feed policy in right here to the body tag. Again, we are in GrooveBlog, so we're going to save that under GrooveBlog. I don't know if you need to publish that or if those changes are going to go live. We'll go ahead and we did not need to publish it, but you can see here now this has caused this to put this update cookie policies thing up here, but it did put the we use cookies down here. I agree, I decline. But now we have this little thing here, this issue with that code that we pasted in that we're going to have to try to figure out. But it is important that we do this and figure it out. So I'll try the terms feed one and see if I can fix that. But I'll also maybe try the free cookie policy generator from Termly. Of course, you can find these free, or of course you could buy a service and probably get support from them as well as from Groove to figure out why now on the blog. And what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and reload that. But you can see now up here in the header above our navigation bar, we have this update cookie preferences. Maybe something we can fix. Maybe something we can ask ChatGPT to fix. We'll have to figure that out. But most likely we'll have to get support to see why, or see if they can help us get rid of that, or even ask what they're going to be adding to GrooveBlog to make sure that we have this standard across the board. Because now we have that. Of course, now we can change preferences, agree, decline, but people would most likely click I agree and they would keep reading. But we have become compliant with our cookie policy that was generated inside of ChatGPT based upon the question, remember, that we asked the AI, can you tell me what pages are needed on a website or blog for legal compliance? Of course, ChatGPT, the AI, told us they're not a lawyer. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence and make sure that you are following all guidelines and policies to make sure you're above board and all legal. I'm just showing you the steps and the things that we can do with AI, the privacy policy or the cookie policy that Groove has available for us in Groove Pages versus GrooveBlog, and then go and find one of those free services to just add that check mark for I agree, I decline, or change preferences and link to our cookie policy as well as our privacy policy and all those pages that I'm going to create. And when I come back in the next video, I'll have all that done and I'll share with you exactly what I did. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.